Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to Web Squadron. We're going to be solving a problem that someone on Facebook from the Elementor community group has contacted me about, where they had a pop-up and they had a few issues with it. And we're just going to very quickly go in and basically show you how I solved it by using some tabs and templates within the tabs to get around the problem. So let's just have a look at it right now. Okay, so we're in their website, and what they basically have is a little button in the bottom right corner, and when you click that button, a pop-up comes across, which is absolutely fine. And the idea is that it's depending on when you click on these buttons, it takes you to a different form. The form actually looks the same, but obviously it's going to go to for different purposes. Okay, so when you click on Works with Us, you've got this form. When you click on Works for Us, the other one, can you notice how the color changes between so the one that's activated is orange, and the one that is not active or inactive is white, and you have another form there below. And you might look at that and go, yeah, that's working, but the way it was built was it was basically two pop-ups coming over one another. So after a while, when I start to click a couple of times, one of the pop-ups goes away, and one of the other pop-ups remains, and can you see they're both orange now? So you've got them come over, overlaying one another, okay? One then disappears. I'm going the other wrong way with my fingers. One disappears, but then the other one is still there, but now it's got the wrong colours on it. So they were trying to work out a way of how to do this. So what I did was I went into their design. Okay, so let me now just show you what we did. So we had three templates created. Template one is, I call it work tabs, but that's the pop-up that's going to appear, okay? Then we have another two templates, and these are going to be the individual tabs. So the work with us and the work for us. So if I go to the pop-up tab, you're already going to see it finished, okay? Because I've already built it and tested it. But the idea is that when you go over here, you have a column, 50% column, however you want. We then have within there an inner section. And the idea is behind, it didn't have to be an intersection, by the way. What we have over here is tabs. Now the tabs is literally just tabs, nothing fancy about it. We have work with us and work for us. The work with us contains the template for that tab. I'm going to show you that. And then the work for us has another template, and I'm going to show you that one as well. And basically, it is so basic. It is literally just the top line. It's not the divider line. It's not the text below or this form. It is just the top line. So in the style, all it is just a white font. And if you are active, you go black. So get your head around this, okay? If you are inactive, you are white. If you are active, it goes black. Because I now want the orange text to be visible, which is below the line. So remember this, okay, I mean, look, let me just no, I'll come on to that in a minute. But it is just the top line, work for with us and work for us. And that was it. Nothing fancy done there. The only thing I did do, though, is just make sure it was a box of 500. Because I wanted to be very sure of how it looks when I do the templates. Right, if we now go to the work with us tab, okay, so that's going to be the first one that is activated. When it is activated, we've already said in the other template, make the active text, look, have a look back over here again, make the active text black. Therefore, it is invisible. It is not there now. But the template we've created, let me just move myself out of the way, now has nothing here, because the white text is still going to be visible on the other template. So here we have the work with us in orange, and we have the orange line. And if I just go over to this section here, sorry, let me just get the right section. It's the actually inner section. The inner section, come on, activate. There we go. It's got a -25 as a margin. The reason I did that was because if I didn't put -25, then this orange line in text was a roughly roundabout starting here. It was way too far from where it should be. So this section here has got a -25 in the top margin, so it pushes it up. It is just an inner section with two columns. We have some text over here. Literally, it's just a text. Just text editor, nothing fancy. You know, you style it, you do your typography and whatever. And then over here, we just have a form. And again, it's not a fancy form. It is just a normal form with 4 fields. and in the styling, you know, white font. And when I get to the field, I have like given it a dark black background, you know, and I've said have a border of 1 pixel on a thin greyish line at the bottom there. And that's all it is. Let me just do that. Look, that's all it is. There's nothing fancy there, and a send button. Okay, remember, nothing here, work with us, and the orange line. So if I now go to the other tab, I'm pretty sure you can tell what's going to happen here. You go over, and if I now do this, it's now just the other way round. So we now have work for us. There's nothing here now. Okay, so look, let me just flip back again. Work with us, nothing here. Over here we have work for us, and there'll be nothing there. Okay, they look slightly different in size there. That's just because I'm messing around with it. But the way it's been set up is that the sections are all going to be a layout of 500 boxed. Okay, so once we've built that and we've ensured we're happy with them both, let me just close them down. When we go over here, okay, and we're now looking at our main pop-up, in here, okay, remember, if you're never sure about using templates, you just pick up your template code. So the work with us, that's the code, you copy it, you go over to your tabs, you go to your content, you go to your works with us tab, and you paste your tab in, or the short code in. And that now will bring that over. So now, when I click that, the forms look exactly the same. So you might go, it's not doing anything, but it is. That is the work with us template or form. That is the, sorry, that's the work with us. That is the work for us. Okay? Like, look, and it's not now going to do that thing where after a couple of clicks, one of them goes away and then the overlay is still there and it's now miscolored or gone the wrong way, or I think you get the idea what I'm trying to get at here. So it's quite a simple way of using tabs, and this is one thing I keep saying to people is they want their tabs to show something, and then they start to go and get a third-party plugin or something, when in fact just use what you've got in Elementor, because it is super useful. Like, subscribe, see you soon.